A nation's outrage, the people versus State House. Kenyans are fuming. Their beloved State House is at the center of a fiery controversy. A shiny new makeover has left many wondering about priorities. The economy is struggling. Public hospitals and schools are falling apart, yet here we are with a brand new roof on the presidential palace. The anger is palpable. Social media is bursting with criticism. Kenyans from all walks of life are questioning the government's priorities. They argue that the millions poured into the renovation could have been used for almost anything else. From building schools to equipping hospitals, the list goes on. The government seems to be playing a game of hear no evil, see no evil. Their silence on the cost of the renovations is only adding fuel to the fire. The outrage is about more than just money. It's about trust, or the lack thereof. It's about a government that seems increasingly out of touch with the daily struggles of its people. It's about the feeling that somewhere along the line someone forgot that State House, for all its grandeur, is ultimately a symbol of the people. And right now, the people aren't feeling very represented. From colonial tiles to modern minimalism, gone are the iconic red tiles, a familiar sight from Kenya's colonial past. In their place, a sleek, modern flat roof now adorns State House. The transformation is jarring, to say the least. It sparked a heated debate about historical preservation, national identity, and what it means to move forward while respecting the past. The old State House, with its colonial-era architecture, was a tangible link to Kenya's history, both good and bad. Critics argue that the new design, while undoubtedly modern, lacks the character and historical significance of the original. It's a bit like replacing the pyramids with a giant glass dome. Sure, it's new and shiny, but at what cost? Some see the renovations as an attempt to erase the past, to sweep Kenya's colonial history under a very expensive rug. They argue that preserving historical landmarks, even those with a painful past, is crucial for remembering where we came from and learning from our mistakes. Others, however, welcome the change. They see the new design as a symbol of progress, a reflection of modern Kenya stepping out from the shadows of its past. They argue that clinging to old colonial-era architecture holds Kenya back, preventing it from embracing a new, forward-thinking identity. The price of silence. Transparency takes a backseat. The government's silence on the cost of the renovations is deafening. In the age of transparency and accountability, their refusal to disclose the price tag is raising eyebrows and fueling speculation. Rumors are swirling, with estimates ranging from the wildly optimistic to the downright outrageous. The lack of transparency is a slap in the face to Kenyans who are already struggling with a difficult economic climate. The government's silence speaks volumes. It whispers of a lack of accountability, a disregard for public funds, and a disconnect between the rulers and the ruled. It's a classic case of do as I say, not as I do. The government preaches about transparency and fiscal responsibility, yet when it comes to their own spending, they clam up tighter than a drum. This lack of transparency erodes public trust. It feeds into the narrative that the government is more concerned with its own interests than with the needs of its people. It's a dangerous game to play, especially in a country with a history of corruption and mismanagement of public funds. The government's silence is not just an oversight, it's a strategic decision, and one that could have far-reaching consequences. A house-divided social media echoes the public debate. The State House renovations have taken social media by storm, becoming the hottest topic since, well, the last time the government did something questionable. Kenyans are using their digital platforms to voice their opinions, with hashtags like #NotOurStateHouse and #Priorities trending nationwide. It's a digital battlefield of opinions, with some defending the renovations and others condemning them as a misuse of funds. Some users compare it to the White House, which has seen many renovations. They argue that if the US can renovate, why can't Kenya? Others point out that White House renovations are often funded by private donations and public scrutiny. The online debate reflects deep divisions within Kenyan society. It's a microcosm of the larger conversation about economic inequality and government accountability. The State House renovations have struck a nerve, sparking a debate that goes far beyond bricks and mortar. It's a debate about what it means to be Kenyan in the 21st century.